Get ready for a knockout week in the UFC. We've got stunning photos from UFC Fight Night 271 in Seattle. Plus, Nate Diaz's teammate Chris Avila is set to face another UFC vet on the MVP Rousey vs. Carano card. And in a move that's shaking up the political and sports worlds, the UFC is bringing a cage match bout right to the White House for President Trump's 80th birthday. We'll also dive into the bloody lightweight battle between Tofiq Musayev and Ignacio Bahamondes at UFC Seattle. You won't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
UFC Fight Night 271, a visual spectacle in Seattle. Get an up-close look at the electrifying moments from UFC Fight Night 271, captured in stunning detail. These aren't just photos. They're frozen snapshots of grit, determination, and pure athletic prowess that define the night in Seattle. From the intense stare-downs to the explosive action in the octagon, these images showcase the raw emotion and incredible skill of the fighters. Each picture tells a story of sacrifice, training, and the relentless pursuit of victory. Experience the thunderous atmosphere and the sheer power displayed by these modern-day gladiators as they battled under the bright lights. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about the visual narrative these photos present, highlighting the unforgettable performances and the electric energy that permeated the arena. These images are a testament to the thrilling spectacle that is UFC. Don't blink, because the action is just getting started. Next, we're heading to the boxing ring with a familiar face from the UFC making a surprising crossover. From octagon to boxing ring, Chris Avila's next challenge. Get ready for a fascinating crossover as UFC veteran Chris Avila, a known teammate of Nate Diaz, steps back into the combat sports spotlight. This time, Avila is set to face another seasoned UFC fighter, Brandon Jenkins, on the highly anticipated MVP Rousey vs. Carano card. This 165-pound catchweight bout is a key addition to Most Valuable Promotions' inaugural MMA event, taking place at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles on May 16th. Avila, who fought twice for the UFC in 2016, brings a wealth of experience, though he's kept busy in professional boxing since his last MMA appearance in 2021. Jenkins, also a former UFC competitor, enters the bout with a respectable professional record, having competed across various promotions. The MMA community is abuzz with this intriguing matchup, with fans eager to see how these octagon veterans fare in this new setting. The pairing promises a compelling display of skill and determination as both fighters aim to make a significant mark on MVP's historic MMA debut. But the biggest headlines are being made far from the usual fight venues. Prepare for a political showdown as the UFC takes center stage at a most unexpected location. White House Octagon, UFC and President Trump's political power play. In an unprecedented move, the White House is set to host a UFC cage match event, a move that perfectly aligns with President Donald Trump's self-proclaimed cage match politics. This spectacle is scheduled for June 14th, coinciding with Trump's 80th birthday and the nation's 250th anniversary. This event, featuring a custom-built octagon on the White House lawn, is more than just a celebration of combat sports. It's a strategic fusion of politics and entertainment. Trump, a longtime admirer and attendee of UFC events, sees the sport as a reflection of his own combative, fight approach to leadership. The UFC, in turn, gains unparalleled exposure and a powerful endorsement from a figure who consistently uses hyperbole and a love for winning to define his brand. While the card itself is drawing criticism online for lacking top-tier talent like Jon Jones or Conor McGregor, and former champion Ronda Rousey has expressed disappointment, the White House is touting it as one of the greatest and most historic sports events in history. This event highlights the deep ties between Trump, UFC President Dana White, and the broader conservative movement, using sports to connect with a key demographic. From political arenas to the raw intensity of the octagon, the fights continue. Get ready for a visceral display of skill and heart in our next story. Musayev victorious in a bloody UFC Seattle war. UFC Seattle delivered a preliminary card thriller as Tofiq Musayev clashed with Ignacio Bahamondes in a lightweight bout that quickly turned into a brutal back-and-forth war. This fight was a true test of heart and resilience for both competitors. From the opening bell, Bahamondes pressed forward with aggression, landing solid shots and even scoring a knockdown early in the second round. However, Musayev proved incredibly durable, surviving the onslaught and eventually landing a crucial takedown that opened a massive cut on Bahamondes. The fight then became a dramatic display of offense and defense, with both fighters threatening submissions and landing heavy ground and pound, all while battling through significant blood loss. Despite Bahamondes's best efforts to continue after a doctor's check, Musayev secured a decisive takedown and controlled the remainder of the bout. The judges unanimously awarded the victory to Tofiq Musayev, marking his first win in the UFC after a tough debut. Fans were left on their feet, electrified by the sheer intensity and the unforgettable bloodbath witnessed in this lightweight encounter. What a fight, but that's not all the UFC action we've got for you today. Stick around as we recap all the biggest stories and tell you how to stay connected. What a week for the UFC. We saw incredible photos from UFC Fight Night 271, Chris Avila stepping into the boxing spotlight, a historic UFC event at the White House, and a brutal lightweight war in Seattle. Don't miss a single moment like this video. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Plus, follow us on all our socials for even more exclusive content.